She arrived this morning to stormy seas. Britannia, launched just last week by Queen Elizabeth II, calling at Gibraltar her first port of call on her maiden voyage. 143,000 tons in size, 330 metres long, with 3,647 passengers on board. One of the ship's main exterior features is the 97-metre-long Union flag painted on the bow. The impression one gets when stepping on board the Britannia is one of elegance mixed with the modern specifications of a 21st century cruise ship. Britannia was built at a cost of nearly £500 million and bears the same name as the Queen's former royal yacht, decommissioned in 1997. Minister for Tourism Samantha Sacramento was present at the naming ceremony last week. Today, she met the Britannia's captain, Paul Brown, who said it was very fitting that Gibraltar should be the first port of call for the ship's maiden voyage on this great day, as he called it, even with the variable weather. Minister Sacramento welcomed the captain to Gibraltar and highlighted how P&O cruises have a long association with the Rock and are always welcome. They exchanged gifts too, with the minister presenting the captain with a commemorative plate and the captain likewise presenting the minister with a memento from the ship. Exchanges were also made with Manuel Tirado, deputy captain of the port, George Gajero, deputy chairman of the travel agents MH Bland, as well as collector of customs John Rodriguez and borders and coast guards agencies Joseph Molinari.
Oh, well, of course, hugely exciting. We were named on Tuesday by Her Majesty and we set sail on Saturday, so 2 days at sea, and Gibraltar, our maiden port and our maiden cruise. So huge excitement on board the ship. She's a wonderful ship. I mean, just look at the spaces. Our passengers have really taken to her. She's proven to be very popular. The biggest ship designed and built for the British passenger. We have that 97-metre-long Union flag on the bow, so we're proudly showing our credentials. We're a British cruise line for British passengers. Very exciting times.
Our cruise ship calls are up this year. We're expecting 215 calls this year. That's up from 181 last year. Of that, 48 will be P&O. 48 will be P&O ships, and that's up from 36 last year. And the Britannia itself will be calling on Gibraltar 6 times this year. So, you know, that's wonderful.
We were then given a tour of the ship's facilities, which included lounges that feature live entertainment, a theatre and several cinema screens, any number of cafes, bars and restaurants, and a casino, of course. The Oasis Spa can also be found on board, as well as shopping and other amenities.
Well, this is probably not the weather that the Britannia would have liked for its first trip to Gibraltar on its maiden voyage, but hopefully the Rock and its people, the passengers that have been coming off the ship and onto the Rock, have been left with a good impression of Gibraltar. And indeed, Britannia will be visiting the Rock several more times throughout the year. That weather, of course, will improve, as I'm sure the experience will as well. But for today, a lot of passengers have been coming off the ship to enjoy what Gibraltar has to offer, which is good for the tourism industry and good for the Rock in general.